Well, that's it. That's all she wrote. 29 years in the house I just moved out of, and right now I've got one more load to take to storage, and then that's it. Close that up and go grab some breakfast. In September of 2021, I flew to Texas, bought an empty cargo truck, then drove it 1,100 miles back to Wisconsin, where I spent the following year building it out into a tiny living space. Now, I'm planning to travel the US, Mexico, and possibly Canada. I'm Jack Smackey. Sit back and join me while I take you along on a van life adventure. Well, I'm officially a nomad now. Just left the bank, deposited the check, signed over the house about 30 minutes ago. Met with the new owners, real nice couple. Very happy, very pleased that that they were the ones that got the house. I was hoping for a couple like that. It just, you know, for as long as I lived there, you know, having someone come in there with the passion they seem to have for it is really, it's really awesome. So that part's done, but here I am. Any rate, yep. Whew, what a week. Last minute packing, getting the van ready, filling up with water, taking the last bits to storage. Ran a few errands this morning. Met with my brother and his wife and my sister. We had a nice lunch at Culver's today. It was nice being able to see them before I venture out. And now I'm just I'm about 30 minutes away from my first stop as a nomad, as a van lifer. I'm going to be heading to my nephew's. You've met him a couple times in some previous videos. I'm going to boondock in his driveway once again for the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. Morning. Oh, woke up to the van this morning, being 34 degrees in here. Turned off the heater, but I was pretty warm. I had 2 comforters and this heated mattress pad, so I slept really good. I woke up to my mustache being a little wet from condensation, but otherwise I was really warm and very comfortable. Like I said, slept really good. But right now the heater's on, and it's 47 degrees in here now, so it's warming up. But first night of van life boondocking at an extended family member's house is going well. Super long day yesterday. Got everything moved out into storage, breakfast, had lunch with my brother and sister, and my brother's wife did the closing. That went really well. Got to meet the owners. Super happy that they bought it. Feels really good to me that, you know, somebody got their forever home. I guess that's means a lot to me, considering how long I lived there, how long I lived on that road. And then made my way down here to my nephew's place. So I'm gonna spend a weekend and then start my adventure. But at any rate, it's time to get dressed and get some breakfast. All right, little hash browns on the go. I'm gonna have a couple eggs, hash browns, some toast. I got the van cleaned up, kind of. I got so much stuff in here, it's crazy. Definitely gonna have to learn how to manage stuff and things and stuff in such a small space. But you know, I'm comfortable. Like I said, slept really well. The heater's on, temperature's coming up. It's currently 55 degrees in here. It was super cold this morning when I woke up, but under the covers, man, I was so warm. So yeah, definitely starting out to be a great day. I'm in a wonderful mood. I feel really refreshed. A lot of things lifted off my shoulders. Just this last bunch of years for me has been rough and tough, mentally, physically, morally, even. So I'm super glad that I'm here doing this right now. It's amazing. Oh yeah, hash brown's looking pretty good. How about this for van life breakfast? Twigs, hash browns, some toast, and some iced coffee. I'm gonna eat. Alright, so some of you guys might remember my nephew Chris. I've been hanging out here at this place and his girlfriend Lori's for the weekend. And now it's Monday morning and it's time for me to move along, head down the road. But definitely want to say thanks.
No problem, man.
For everything you did, man. Do you have any parting words for me?
Actually, yeah, I'd like to say something to you guys. Jax is going to be starting his new adventure, going cross country and to different countries and stuff like that. He's going to need more help with his YouTube channel. It's very important. If you got friends that might be interested in seeing awesome sights within our country and maybe outside of our country. Other than that, I want you to be safe, man. I miss you. I'm going to miss you. I hope you have the time of your life. That's what this whole adventure is about.
It's gonna be good. All right, so I'm on the road and I'm feeling really grateful that I had a place that I could kick this adventure off from. A little worried about that, you know, just basically signing the papers on a house and then just, you know, bolting. It's I got a little bit of closure from being able to hang out with my nephew and his girlfriend for the weekend, so that was super fun. Watched some shows, talked a bunch of stuff, and I don't know, we just had fun, ate some good food. But yeah, packed a van up this morning, broke down the bed in about 30 minutes, took the leveling blocks out from underneath the van, rolled up the power cord. That was something else too. Was able to plug the van in, so I had power. Not the entire time, because I did want to test the battery capacity and you know, the sun and the angle and all that stuff, because I was kind of tucked into a, you know, sort of an urban environment, so the sun wasn't, you know, great. But either way, I'm on the road. I'm just starting. I've got 160 miles to my first stop. I'm heading to Cedar Rapids, and that's where I'm going to spend my first night. Generally, my thoughts are, I'm not gonna push myself on a daily. I'm not gonna try to drive 1,000 miles in a single day, sort of thing. What I want to do is, you know, travel, you know, 200-300 miles maybe, 4 hours drive time max kind of thing, and find a destination and hang out and spend the night there, and then pick up the next morning to go on from there. I'm ultimately my first real stop to visit more friends is going to be in the Kansas City area, so that's where I'm heading. It's going to take me probably 2 days to get down to that area. I am actually going to go to Lawrence, Kansas. The Army Corps of Engineers in Lawrence, Kansas, where I'm going to pick up the Beautiful National Park Pass, and I'll see, about where I can stick around there for a minute, because I won't quite be ready to reach my destination in Kansas City. So that'll be coming up. All right, so we just crossed over the Mississippi River, and we are into Iowa now. I'm on my way to Davenport for my first hop stop. Weather is beautiful. It's 32 degrees out, but the sun is shining. Man, it just feels great. Oh, so all right. So I made it to Davenport, Iowa. This is where I'm going to be calling it a night. I'm currently parked in a grocery store's parking lot. Made myself a late breakfast, and just woke up from a nap. So now I'm gonna put away dishes, and then I'm gonna make my way to a Home Depot or Menards for the night. I'm gonna poke around one of those stores anyways, so just to have a walk and a look around. But otherwise, we should be in pretty good shape. All my batteries are currently at 100%. Had some really good sun today, so I was plugged in through the night. I'm not sure what time my nephew unplugged me, but I was a little bit lower than what I thought I should have been, considering I was plugged in. So, but that's okay, because we recovered with no problem whatsoever. And right now we're breaking even, more or less, with the computer running, watching videos and stuff. It takes about 200 watts. Well, the computer doesn't, and I'm using about 200 watts with the computer on, and I'm right now I'm getting about 200 watts of sun, so we're breaking even at the moment. So won't be long. I'll be dropping the batteries back down a little bit until tomorrow morning, and hopefully we'll start and we'll be able to recover again. So, and I'll be off to my next hop stop, if you will. So all right, let's head over to Home Depot. All right, that wasn't too far. We got a mall across the street. This will do just fine. Well, I didn't need anything, but it was worth the walk up here anyways. So used to just sitting in the computer chair, so getting out and about, man, that's what this is all about now. I mean, I'm not quite sure what to do, where to go, what to see. There's a few walks or hike trails. I don't know, it's a little late in the day today to mess with any of that, I think, but tomorrow maybe. Tomorrow we'll see my next hop stop, and we'll poke around there and see what brings up. But I think that the rest of the night here we're just gonna kick back and relax. It's really nice out right now. I mean, I don't have a coat on. Far cry from what it has been in the single and low double digits, but I'm pretty comfortable. I think we'll be in pretty good shape here at this Home Depot. I don't know if I'm gonna move to my final destination. I think I will. We'll see how that rolls out, and then we'll just get tucked in and make some dinner and relax. Oh, good morning.
Oh, just waking up here. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up about 5. Had a really good sleep. The temperature in the van was really, really good all night, all afternoon, all night. It did drop down to 50 some degrees in the van, which was considerably warmer than it was yesterday when I was still in Wisconsin. So that was nice. I didn't have to run my gasoline heater at all yesterday. It just was a nice comfortable temperature in the van. So, and to boot, it was warm enough where I felt I didn't run the mattress pad heater either. I figured, well, I set it up, but I didn't plug it in or turned it on. I figured if I needed it, I could, easily plug it in, turn it on, and then continue to be warm. But I was really good until, I don't know, maybe, 5 o'clock. I decided to plug it in and get a little toasty and collect my thoughts and stuff. But otherwise, it was only on for about half an hour, if that. But I woke up to use the bathroom. I've got a composting toilet, and while I'm doing my business, I realized that my urine bucket is full, not like overflowing full, but full. So I had emptied this previously, which this is the easy part of a composting toilet. It's just a jug, put a lid on it, take it to your toilet or wherever, and dump it out. It's pretty easy, but it's the first time I've had to do it since I've been, somewhere else on the road. So I pulled up an app on the phone, iOverlander, and was able to dissect where the nearest rest area was, which was, more or less on my way. So I set a GPS coordinates to that rest area, and here I am. I'm just hanging out here at the moment. Just got here. Went in and used the restroom, dumped my urine bucket, and now I'm here just collecting thoughts. So I'm gonna probably move on. I'm all set up to drive, so I'm gonna take the next hop stop. Set up to do that and relax the afternoon, kind of more or less what I did yesterday. But I think today I'm gonna take advantage. I looked too late for some hiking trails yesterday, so I think today I'm gonna look for some hiking trails, maybe a couple of miles or whatever, and just see what's out there, because the weather is pretty temperament, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and go from there. But one other note on my batteries, overnight I sat and watched movies, and really that was the only charge, or that was the only thing that was using the batteries, was basically my computer, refrigerator or whatever. And I managed to get down to overnight, down to 71%, and which, it's not too bad. That was me, watching movies all afternoon, evening. Now the sun goes down pretty early now in this time, so I'm not getting full sun, but I did get a lot of sun yesterday. I managed to get, I was full up, so I floated, but I did 1.9 kilowatts of solar yesterday, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. So I'm looking to recover that today. We'll see how it goes. I recovered from yesterday's, really soon, because I wasn't down as far as I am today. So we're gonna see. This is more or less for me just a running test. I made lunch and I made dinner using that power. So it's interesting to me to see how this is going to transpire, and the usage, and how often I'm going to be able to have to need to break out the generator. So pretty neat. So at any rate, I'm going to get back on the road, and we're going to head to our next stop. Well, all right, I made it. I'm in Des Moines at a little park here. Baseball fields, got some Little kids area over there. Doesn't seem like too many people here. I'm kind of all by myself here in this parking lot, which is good. It is kind of dreary out. Ran into some rain on the way over here. It is cloudy, so I am not producing any power with the solar. So I suspect I'll be running the generator this afternoon. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is get some breakfast. And as long as it's not raining, I'm tired. I could use a nap, but coffee for sure. But if it isn't raining after breakfast, I think I might there's a little pathway right over here. Right behind me, I can take a little walk and see what that brings me. But yeah, breakfast is in order. I'm going to go ahead and tuck in and pretend I'm not even here. We'll see how that goes. Thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out next week's video. And if you like the content, be sure to like and subscribe.